we all know gin, but only few at the moment knows Seatrus Gin, Acqua di Mare, the gin with a compass. My name is Giulio Modio, and I'm from Italy, but I live in UK since 18 years. I'm a bar manager of the Chinatown at the Dorchester Hotel in central London since 17 years. And some time ago, I decided to create my own brand. So I just settled my company called Sea Spirits Trade LTD, which is based here in UK. And, being as a person, I've been working always in bars. So let's say I have a big passion about spirits industry. At a certain point, 1.5 years ago, I decided to settle a new brand, a new gin, for two simple reasons. That the first one is I live in the capital of the gin, and I say, why not? Why don't you start from the gin industry? Even though, there are so many gin around in the market, but I focus, let's say, the main selling point of the gin, trying to using, two new ingredients inside of the gin category. Sea Spirits Trade is owned by myself, and he has in the portfolio at the moment only Seatrus Gin. There will be some more things coming. Let's going a little bit deeper in the details of the gin. So the Seatrus Gin is entirely produced in Italy. Is a 100% Italian brand, and I literally discovered that there are no many Italian brands in gins around the world. So I consider this one already one unique selling point. I didn't do anything crazy about the recipe. The recipe contains literally only 5 ingredients. We, like the most famous traditional gin in the world, didn't look for 20-30 botanicals, but I literally looked for 5 main specific ingredients. The reason is because I want to keep still the profile of a juniper berry inside the gin. And being, from south of Italy, I'm from Calabria, I live by the sea, I try to implement inside to the gin, all what surround me when I'm there. So the gin, as I said, is made by only 5 ingredients. There is a juniper berry for Piemonte, which is north of Italy, coriander seed from Tuscany. It's made from licorice roots from Calabria. And at this stage, those 3 ingredients are London dry style, distilled. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then I do 2 more ingredients in compound style. And I'm using Cedro, which is written C-E-D-R-O, Cedro. In English, I think it's said cedar or cheddar. Is literally the holy fruit for the Jewish community, which literally now they venerating the citrus right now because it's the Sukkot. So in the area where I live, it's literally the best quality of cheddar in the world. And imagine just a massive giant citrus, like a lemon, but green, but completely different flavor and aroma. It doesn't have any juice inside. It's just made by peel and pit. And, being used in the pharmaceutical field. And we do usually candy, or we do soft drinks with it in south of Italy, in Calabria. I realized that nobody never used Cedro inside the gin because most commonly it's used orange, lemon, grapefruit, lime. So, and I decided to create the first gin in the world based on this citrus, which is a little bit like the yuzu of the Mediterranean. It is very complex in terms of aroma and flavor. So I do make what is called technically an alcoholic tincture of the product at 43% ABV, because the gin is on 43% ABV, and we extract the flavor from the dry peel. And then I combine with purified seawater. The purified seawater is not added to the gin, but is treated like an ingredient. And we literally make an alcoholic tincture, or 43% ABV of grain alcohol, a little bit salty, because they purify the seawater in this case. I take it from Sardinia. I'll take it from Sardinia, from this company that sells purified seawater. in order to use the purified seawater, it needs to be analyzed and filtered in the laboratory, because you need to remove something which is called boron. Boron is a liquid metal produced by the seaweed inside the sea. What's so particular about seawater? So let's say that the Cedro, the seawater, are the unique selling point of this gin. The Cedro confers for sure a new aroma of citrus to the gin. And it also, once it's compound, it keeps the gold color. In fact, with my master distiller, we were saying, why you want to make it white and leave it gold? There are not many gold gin out there on the market. And I decided yes, which attracts also the consumer to ask why it's gold. And the purified seawater is just taken in a specific point of the Mediterranean, taken to the laboratory, but it doesn't lose the salinity. It doesn't lose the salinity. At the same time, it keeps all the flavors and the smell of the sea. This is the huge difference between using water and salt and seawater. The seawater becomes literally an element of ingredients into the gin. And this is all is made with 5 ingredients. The result come out with a bottle which look like a barrel. And this why? Because when we collecting Cedro, which is this period now in south of Italy, before manufacturing, we put it literally in the sea, in the barrel for 24 hours, because the salinity brings some element when they manufacture the pill. And here comes the idea to using seawater inside. Right. So the combination of the new citrus and the combination of the seawater, I took inspiration for the name called Citrus Acqua di Mare. It keeps and I was looking for a Mediterranean expression. It keeps the gold color of the sun, of the shores, of the coast. The label is Italian cotton. This one and this one, just to pick it up, the sartorial of Italy. Amazing. There is the last gigs on the bottles that, I live by the sea in south of Italy, and, with the family, we were literally, we have some little boat, we were literally always in the sea, with the family. And in my childhood, I always had a compass in my eyes that I decided to installing on the cork. It's a really working compass. Just to pick it up the meaning of the sea and the sailing, because I don't know why I was imagining that my product, the gin was literally drunk on the coastline by the sea, or maybe some very expensive yacht. I don't know. I'll tell you more. I had this idea already since a couple of years, and then I produced it with a design maker, but now only the cork is produced in Portugal. Otherwise, the rest of the product is entirely 100% Italian manufacture, so I can call it made in Italy 100% gin. I realized, the cork with the compass. I said, let me check if, there was already somebody with the idea. And I discovered that nobody never installed a compass on a cork. And I decided to patent it. And I patented. So let's say I invent. If the gin will not go well, at the end of the day, I will be remembered as the one who put a compass on a corpse. I'm literally on the market since 1 year, and I'm, let's say, self-finance business. Okay. I managed to do 1 year promotion that literally I'm collecting the fruit just now in this period here. And in 1 year promotion started last year in September. So I did 1 year very not long ago. I managed to distribute here in UK, in London, through 3 major distributors. And I made my advertisement and distribution in London at the moment. Let's say I'm covering mostly the 5-star hotel and high-end luxury bars, between the best 50 bars in the world as well, because the product won 3 awards. One it was Best Luxury Spirits of the Year at the Spirits Drink Business Spirits Awards. Then I took 2 bronze medal at International Wine Spirits Competition for Gin and Tonic and taste, and silver medal at the London Spirits competition. This helped me really to establish the quality of the product, and I'm a member of the Gin Guild UK. So my brand has been recognized from the major association of gin in the world here in UK, and I'm a official member of the Gin Guild. Gin Guild, it's below icons of gin like Beefeater, Tanqueray, Bombay, Miller's, Plymouth. So
right.
And for me it was amazing to be being accepted in the guild. Distribution, I'm here in my fair, mostly luxury account at the moment, because I based my distribution on trade only at the moment, because I was just promoting and producing, everything by my own. I had a very good summer in Ibiza, in 6 major luxury places in Ibiza that went very well. I was in Monte Carlo, Monaco, in 3 major luxury environment. I was in Sardinia, Porto Cervo, mainly in other 6 major luxury places. Portofino, let's say I just hit the coast. I was following the sun last summer, and the feedback I had that from many people call me back says, Giulio, your gin and tonic or your gin martini by the sea, it really makes sense. It's like you have the salinity already in the air, in the nose, and then you drink, because it's not salty, it's an element. Is really fit with the area and with the surrounding. And let's say I distributed then in Ibiza, Monte Carlo, in Porto Cervo, and in London at the moment. I managed to produce by my own, almost I hit 5,000 bottles. And I was very surprised, because even went very well being by my own. Imagine I am in my office, my accountant, it's. I went completely mad but happy, to do so. But I have to say, after all the rumors I did this summer, I got now some engagement to open 5 countries. So let's say I have probably a real deal closing soon with a major investor that will help me to make it more popular, let's say. I'm looking for any type of country, because my mission and vision is to establish the first most famous Italian brand in gin in the world. So I'm open to all the markets. I tested already US because I shipped to US. I tested already Singapore and Hong Kong. I saw that it works in Singapore and Hong Kong, because I have my logistic in Italy, my shipping office in Italy, and literally I ship the gin all over Europe, and it works. So, but being modest, I would say I'll be happy for 2024 even to conquer Europe, any country, and of course Spain, south of France, Corsica, and wherever is by the sea works better. But I noticed that in the main city of the main region of Europe, I'm not in a hurry. I'll be happy, first of all to do Europe, but if open up to US, I send it in Miami, and then I saw that it works, the brand, people like it. So for me last year was to testing around. I did a lot of investment in free gift as well, because you have to make it known. And the brand, literally, I'm satisfied, because I think in 1 year, over than 30,000 people literally tested the gin, and I didn't have a single bad feedback. Actually, the people like it, and this brings me to take the second year with ambitious and but I'm open to any distribution. Then perfectly that in the gin world, big market are India, Nigeria is coming up, US will explode too. So I'm open.